Okay, it's almost midnight. I've been waiting on my dad to call me and tell me a status update on my grandma. Y'all, I'm making coffee. This is the life of a person like me. I do not live a regular life. I just don't live a regular life. Like, let's brew coffee, let's craft. I was telling my daughter-in-law today, I was like, I feel like I need to go get on some sort of medication for like, shut your mind down medication. Yeah, I don't know. I just go 90 to nothing all the time. Like, there's never a dull moment. There's never a dull moment. But we're going to do a project. Oh my gosh, let me show you. Let me show you what happened. Let me show you what we did. So we have a subscription box. If you do not get our subscription box, you should consider getting our subscription box. Because I think our box is really good. Okay, let me show you what we did this month for February. OMG. How absolutely adorable. Oh my gosh. How absolutely precious is this? I'm just saying. And our box is a surprise. We don't tell you what you're getting. We don't tell you any of the things. But anyways, I don't know why I just walked around the entire kitchen bar, but I did. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So, I planned on coming on earlier, but then I was like, well, I'm waiting on my dad to call. Let me plug my phone in. I'm waiting on my dad to call. They thought my grandma. Y'all. We're waiting on some progress to be made with my grandma. And he was waiting to hear back from the doctor. They were running some tests. They were looking some things up. She's in a lot of pain. And so they were afraid that... Sorry, I'm trying to clean some of this paint off my hands. They were afraid that her intestines or her stomach tissue was necrotic. And so she also has kidney failure. So they were doing a contrast, a scan with contrast. And if you don't know anything about that kind of thing, it's really hard on your kidneys. So they gave her a bunch of fluids to help, like, I don't know how it works, y'all. I'm guessing. They gave her a bunch of fluid so that they could do the contrast, and that way it would be less harsh on her kidneys. So my dad just called me and said that they did the test, and it doesn't look like she has a blood clot. It doesn't look like she has any necrotic tissue. And so they're thinking that it just could be air. She's got a feeding tube. So I was sitting on the couch waiting on my dad to give me a call, and that's why I am coming on late. You're allergic to the dye? Oh gosh. Well, I've never had to have anything like that. None of those tests. Y'all, I have paint all over my hands. I've never had any tests like that. The only procedures I've had done is I had a hysterectomy. I've had my gallbladder out. My gallstone's really bad. And so that's basically the only procedures I really had done. Other than, like, you know, just dental work, you know, I've not had anything like that done. So I got my coffee. So basically we're just praying and hoping that she gets some relief. She has some improvement, and it's just a waiting game. Like, you just hurry up and wait. You just hurry up and wait. one day to the next, it's just another like hurry up and wait. So you're allergic to the contrast? I don't even know if I'm allergic to anything because, I mean, I haven't had that done. You have kidney disease and you can't have any test with dye. They did a contrast. I don't know if that's dye. I just had an ad pop up. Odd. That's weird. That's weird. What is up, Julie Van Zant? That dye made me really sick. Goodness gracious. I'm still working on the first house. Just slow and go and love it. Listen, I don't care how long it takes you. I hope you enjoy crafting that house. The houses. So cute. Oh, it's dye? Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought it was, for some odd reason, I thought contrast was like a chalky mixture that was better. This is how my mind works. I'm like, oh, it's contrast. I think of like color. So yes, dye makes sense, but I just kind of thought, oh, it's a little chalky mix. It's a little thick, chalky stuff. No, I have no idea what it is. I mean, it could be both. It could be both. What's up, Leanne? I don't know. So we're going to do this super cute little Easter craft while we chit chat. Contrast is dye so that things show up better. Look at me learning something new. I don't even know. But you know what's good to know is that I have friends on the internet that are up late just like me. Contrast allows them to get better pictures and will highlight problems. Oh gosh, who would want that? Pam? They give it through IV. Okay. The chalky stuff is for upper GI. Okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. So I was close in proximity. Your first time here. What is up, Kim Bailey? Everyone welcome Kim Bailey. Kim Bailey, I'm a night owl. I'm a night owl. I'm crafting currently at my kitchen counter. I have a craft space at my warehouse, but no one wants to go there after hours, you know. I certainly don't like to be in that big place by myself, for sure. What's up, Rissa and Julie? Rissa and Julie are both here together. How fun is that? Makes your body feel hot. Oh, no. 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 I'll pass. We're midnight crafters, Chris. Yes, girl. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do. First of all, if you are new here, and you are just watching like the other people who are also new, saying it is their first time, we do a number of things around here. We chat, obviously. We sip our coffee at midnight. We do not have our lives together. But I think that we all love to paint, craft, make, decorate, whether it's for a hobby or your business or whatever it is that you do. We manufacture wood cutouts for crafters, hobbyists, and, you know, beginners. And we make them with our laser machines. So we get these great big boards, we put them in our laser machines. We have 4 great big laser machines, and we cut them all day long. We cut wood blanks all day long, and we have, we pack them, we ship them out, and then you craft them. And when I get time, I like to sit down and do the tutorials for those things. And I like to do these tutorials live. I have thought about pre-recording them so that they could be a little quick, you know, thing. But then I was torn on that. I was torn on whether I wanted to do that because I know that time is valuable and precious. But I feel like I want you to be able to watch the replay and feel like you're a part of a conversation, that someone's keeping you company while you're doing it in real time. So you can not only follow along, but you can be part of the conversation, and you don't have to watch like a 15-minute video and then try to remember what happened. Okay. I craft it with you, and I hope that you want to be a part of that. So I'm going to show you a couple things. Number one, we have a multitude of craft kits that we cut. A very wide variety from different price points, from low to high. And there's lots of choices. I primarily do a lot of things that are very home decor style, but we're really trying to incorporate just because it's fun projects too. We have some kids projects. We have kid-friendly projects. My granddaughter will craft with us. And we have a subscription box, like I told you. And so that's what we do here. Occasionally, on the occasion, we will do some, I call them budget decorating crafts, where we make stuff out of random items. Could be Dollar Tree, could be cardboard, it could be a number of things. And those I just like to do when I feel like it. My business is to sell a product. My business is to sell a product. My business is to manufacture. I employ several people. I'm so very thankful that my small business is able to employ people, and they can earn a wage that is a livable wage, you know? And so I think that that's pretty awesome. We have one shift, but we're working on trying to create a morning shift so that we can have someone come in and do nothing but just cut the previous evening's files so that they're done for the person who packs to come in and pull orders. And we're trying to create better systems, okay? So it is a whole operation here. It is free for you to watch at any given time. We would love for you to be here and watch us. And we just hope that you find some inspiration. I always try to share some sort of tip or trick or something. Like I'm always willing to try something, because I'm like, I don't know, like there's no rules. We can do what we want. And so if I have an idea, I'm like, well, I've never done that. What will happen? I love to know what happens next, because I love information. I'm an information junkie. I love to learn. I'm a chronic learner. I love to try things. I'm very hands-on. And so I am also fly by the seat of my pants. Sometimes I will tell you, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing. And I would rather be transparent and figure it out with other people than to always act like I know everything, because I just don't know everything. So basically that's the spiel. That's what we do here. So I will jump on these videos whether you're new or not, and I will just assume that you've been here forever. That we are friends for the longest years. It's just become that way. I always feel like I've just been doing this for so long that people just know, you know, they just come and visit. And I just feel like even if it's your first time, you're a friend. You're a friend of our community, and we would love for you to be here. So let me show you what we're going to do. Okay. So this is a 5-inch round. So we have different 5-inch rounds. You can buy just the 5-inch round. You can buy little stands, and then we have great big stands. And when I say like great big stands, they're like mini faux doors. They're really cute. We have a barn door, we have a screen door, we have a 5-panel door, and then we have like our sign stands like this one. This is a medium. This is like a mini. This is great to go on a tier tray. And so these two fit the 5-inch rounds. Our doors are just a fun, bigger option. They're not cheap, because that takes literally almost a whole entire board. But they're big, and they're really fun, and they're super cute. And so we have that. And then we have a large hanging sign stand that's for our 9-inch rounds. So you can get just the 5-inch. And this one is an Easter 5-inch. And it's going to look kind of like so. So this lays over the top of this. So it gives it a little more depth. It makes it look really cute. You might have pieces like this that are tabbed, because these pieces get eaten by our machines quite often. These are a nightmare, okay? We have some of the like littlest details just fall straight through. And then we're opening up the whole machine. We're pulling out trays. We're trying to figure out where the heck did this teeny tiny little circle go with other fall through pieces that we don't need. So we started creating these little tab systems to make sure that they don't fall through. That way you don't have missing pieces. There are 2 little carrots. Look at them little carrots. So cute. This one says Easter. This is the word blessings. And this says Easter blessings. So it says EASTER. And then you have a cute little bunny head. So adorable, okay? Now I am going to hang this on one of these stands, or maybe I'll hang it on one of my bigger things. But I wanted to show you, like, this is a black version of how you could paint it and use it. And this is like the white version. Now it looks super dimensional because of how we painted it, but it's in fact just flat. It's a faux finish, okay? So I love faux finishes. This is where my imagination goes all kinds of crazy. I love the shading. I love the details. I love to take something and make it look so real while not being real. And then I also enjoy like just a really cool distressed look. So I love vintage, old, aged, distressed, weathered, grimy. I just do. So that tends to be my style. And while it may not be for everyone, I hope that you choose to try to embrace this fun kind of style. So my mug of the evening says, "Hello, beautiful." It has my coffee in it, and I am living my best life over here. Trying to live my best life over here in Georgia. I think it might rain tomorrow. We shall see. I don't know for sure. Okay, so I need my wax paper. There it is. I need my wax paper. I do not have any Easter signs, really, so I wanted to do this one. Plus, it's just super cute. It's just going to be super cute. You got your package today. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. All right, let me move these stands out of the way. And we're going to put twine on this, too. Hello. Yummy coffee? Mm-hmm. I love me some coffee. I could drink it all day, but then my body would be like, no, you need to probably not do that. I got to switch to my page to see. Let's see. There it is. Who enjoyed our little progress tour? How's Michelle feeling? She's going to the doctor in the morning at 10:30. She has had allergic reaction to an antibiotic for a UTI. This is my mug. I'll do the little wand and I'll flip it. It says, "Hello, beautiful." Hello, beautiful. And my coffee's already like dripped on here. And then it's got a darker like maroon inside. Yes. Okay. So, what should we do? What should we do? Let's lay this kind of out here. I have it on my paper. And I'll show you how it goes. So it goes like so. And it says Easter with a little bunny. Blessings. I might be able to get this together. Easter blessings. And then there is a heart and the nose. It's really cute. try to hold it up. It looks like that. Okay, now that we have that established, let's do, I really feel like I want to do a blue and white. Let's do a blue and white. This is Spa Blue. And I'm going to use a sponge. Y'all, I'm getting low. All right, let's get a couple of sponges and cut them up. All right, we're gonna do the blue around the outer edge, and then we're gonna do the white in the middle. So we're gonna do an outside blue and white on the inside. I'm just gonna put it on this plate. So we're just gonna go all the way around, just like so. You could use markers. I know some of you guys have gotten the markers that I use and you love them. You could totally use them. Go around the outer edge. Let's dry that, and then I'll probably do the outside portion. My nails are getting so long. I'm getting ready to chop them. I just broke my thumb today. I just broke it today. I was so sad. So I used to go get my nails painted quite often, many years ago. And then I started doing these videos. And it wasn't so noticeable when I would paint furniture because I was much further away. No one saw like my hands super up close. And so no one really complained when I painted furniture that my hands, my nails were always stained. They're never like pretty. They always look dingy and stained. It is what it is. And so I started getting my nails painted, because then people would complain less about my nails, and people would say things like, you should wash your hands. And I'm like, I do wash my hands. The thing is they stain, you know, it is what it is. And then I just finally stopped doing it because I was like, you know what? I'm tired of pleasing other people so that they will approve of me. If they can't accept the fact that my nails are stained, then they don't belong. So I quit going to get my nails done. And I've not really been a person who enjoys necessarily getting my nails painted, because I feel like it's, I don't know. Some people just live by that. And I'm not trying to say like that's a bad thing. It's just definitely not for me. But I'm not one who likes super long nails. I go to church with paint on my hands. I go everywhere with paint on my clothes. I mean, that's not uncommon at all. It is what it is. Never fails. Yeah. At some point, I've had it on my shoes, on my pants, on my shirt, on my sweater, on my hands. One day I had paint in my hair and I thought, gosh, how did that get there? And then I was like, it doesn't really matter at this point. It really, truly doesn't. All right, we're gonna do these like softer colors. I did put the link in the description to, I did a link to a search. So I did a quick search in my shop for Easter round, and it's gonna pull up all of our Easter rounds. So if you click that link in the description, it's gonna take you there and you're gonna be able to see all of the different ones. I feel it's a waste of money. I'd rather be yes. Sister Jane, what have you been painting? That's funny. Yeah. You know, I think that as we like get older, our interests and preferences change of like what we feel like is priority and what we feel like isn't priority or of importance. And I certainly can recognize that in myself. Like as I've gotten older, I'm like, go get my hair colored, but why? You know? And so I made a lot of like discipline changes in myself this like the past few years. So you guys probably have heard me talk about this. And you'll probably understand and maybe relate to it. I don't know. I used to go to the hair salon often, like on the regular. And we lived in our house. It was the greenhouse on, you know, that we lived in for many, many years. Almost 10 years we lived in that house. Our mortgage was so cheap. We never got a second mortgage. We never refinanced. So our mortgage was like really cheap. And in 10 years, I built a business. My husband got multiple promotions. He's, you know, obviously leveled up in his own career. And we were able to financially save so much money. Like, I'm not even kidding you. We've saved so much money. And so we started saving with like projects in mind, you know, like what do we want to do when we, you know, we get to this level. So we started saving money to buy land. We started saving money for a house. We started saving money for, like I wanted to buy like a car. We started saving money for a lot of things. And so you have to get really disciplined. And I told myself whenever we moved and got ready to like move into this house, like I needed to start disciplining myself. Like I was spending $300 every time I went to the hair salon. Yes, you guys, $300. And I'm not saying that hairdressers are not worth that. What I'm saying to you is that is $300 that I needed to allot to savings for other things. So I stopped going to the hair salon. I stopped buying things that I really did not need. And so over the past 2 years, I don't go to Starbucks. I don't get my hair done because I would rather put money in savings, discipline myself, so that I can have the backyard or the other things or pay down our mortgage. And so it's really hard when people then like almost shame you because you're not doing what they think you should be doing. So I wear my hat a lot. Most people know that. I have curly hair. It's super frizzy. I have a lot of gray. I'm getting older. So of course, you know, genetics, I have like thinning spots and like all these things are happening that I can't control. And so my comfort zone is I'll wear a hat. Like I'm like, it's super easy. Put my hair in braids, put on a hat. I feel comfortable. I don't feel super self-conscious. But then people will shame me for wearing a hat like it's some crime, okay? I would rather have paradise and be able to live in it every single day than worry about whether or not somebody cares if I've colored my hair, cut my hair, painted my nails, whether or not I've worn makeup today or not. Like I am too busy living a whole nother life to worry about the things that in my opinion don't matter. So anyways, I don't care that my nails are stained. Because I think about things so differently now as I get older. And I don't know if you guys notice that, like as you get older, the things you thought about like when you're in your 20s and 30s, and then you get into your 40s and it's like, oh gosh, some people have like midlife crisis. I have had an awakening of like where my priorities are in life. And so I'm just living in a different world. As long as you're happy, do what you want. That's right. That is right. You do you. Now, I will say, I do have a little bit of a, like going into the home goods. You know me, I got to go down that mug aisle. And I will probably come home with like 6 mugs. My husband will be like, why? Why you need 6 mugs to go with the other ones with random sayings? And I was like, because they're just fun. I do what I want. Yes, wait till you get to your 60s. I am not fixated on material things. I'm not fixated on anything materialistic, but what I will say is this. My house is an investment, and this is where I have to be. The majority of my hours are either at work or at home, and I want both of those places to be places that I want to be. So I want to be my own boss and work for myself. Check it off. I want to have the house that may be like over the top for some, but this is literally where I spend my life. And so where am I going to put my money? I'm going to put my money into those two things. And that's just like, everyone has different preferences, but I am not like, how long have I had the same hat? I am not retiring it. You should see my shoes. I don't buy a lot of anything. I do have a t-shirt obsession. I'm not going to lie about that. I do have a little bit of that. I don't wear a lot of jewelry. This ring I've had for a long time. It's got little flowers on it. It's like from a little boutique. I think it was like $12. I love it. It's just cute little flowers. This ring, this is my wedding band. And this is my grandma's ring that my grandpa gave to her and she would wear it as her part of her wedding set. And when my husband and I first got married, all I had was a wedding band. I didn't have anything else but a wedding band. And so she had got a new wedding set for my grandpa when he was still alive. And she came to my job because I was working at a doctor's office, which also was her doctor. And she came in and she said, I have something for you. And she gave me this ring. And I've had this ring ever since. Like, this is like, I don't have a lot of like luxuries in life, but my home and my business for me they're just really important. Really important. Everything else is optional. Okay, so we got our little round and our backer. Let's do our carrots. And I'm going to use markers for this one. I'm just going to use my favorite green marker. And then I'm going to also use an orange. I'm going to do that too. Let me pull this chair. I don't know which one it is. Let me see. Let me see. I think it might be this one. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Let me see if it's in this other one. What's in this other one? No, it's that one. This one we're gonna use. What color is the green? I don't know. It doesn't say. It doesn't have a color on there. This is the one it is. I've wrote number. I don't even know what's written on here. I don't even know what's written on there. They have stickers I never put on. It's so special you wear grandma's ring as well. There's nothing more special to me. Yeah. I really, truly, like, I'm a pretty sentimental person. I'm also not like, I don't need a whole lot. I don't want a whole lot. For me, I'm more about the day-to-day of life that's important to me and the adventures that I can go on versus like the stuff that I can have. I just feel like that's just me. Okay, so our little carrots are gonna go on our little, look at how cute this is. Look at how cute it is. All right, we're gonna also do a purple. I think we should do a purple. Oh, that's cute. Let's do the blessings purple. And I need to figure out what color I want to do the Easter color. I was thinking about yellow. Let me put this on there and see how it looks. This is so cute. So I'm pretty sure that this is a kit. It's a file from Sawdust Makery. Her name is Chris Howard. I love, love, love her designs. Love them. So this is one of hers. And I adore this. I love pastel-y colors. Okay, let's stick these on here. Let's put this on like so. What color do I want to do the Easter? What color should we do the Easter? I'll hold it up so you guys can see. I did the purple for the blessings. I did the carrots. I still have to do the bunny. I feel like maybe yellow. But I really want to do pink. But I'm going to do the bunny pink. Marlene, I want to do the bunny pink. But I could do the Easter pink and do the bunny like a different color. What are we gonna do? Oh, green. Well, could do yellow. We could do yellow. Oh, do the bunny white? Well, the background's white. I'm gonna do yellow. I'm gonna do Easter yellow. I think I might end up going over this yellow with a different color because I'm not really a fan of this color of yellow. Like the shade. I mean, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna see what happens. I feel like it's just not the right shade. It needs it's like a darker yellow. Let me dry it. I mean, I guess it's okay. That is so cute. This is what I did. All right, let me wipe off the bunny face with a wipe. So in the morning, the gutter people are coming. And then they're gonna come, hopefully, we don't get a lot of rain, and they're gonna come finish the backyard. And then by Monday, we're gonna have a fence. We'll have a fence. You think a brighter yellow? Let me do the bunny and I'll come back to that and see what happens. All right, let's do our bunny. Let's do a gray bunny. This is slate gray. And I'm gonna mix it with a little bit of white. Let me use, I'll use this one. I'm gonna use a little bit of gray with this white. Like a light gray bunny. I was gonna do a brown bunny, but I'm gonna do a light gray bunny. I think this will be okay. And I'm gonna do the outside too of our bunny. So cute. So, in case anyone's wondering or thinking about it, maybe you're not even thinking about it, but y'all know that Michelle, my daughter-in-law, which is Avery's mom, Riley's mom, my oldest son's wife, my assistant of all the things, Michelle is gonna have a baby. And she is due in about, we think she's gonna have him a little bit earlier than they say. So we were talking today, and so we're gonna do a little game. We're gonna do a little game, and we're gonna do it via email. We're gonna play email game. And basically, I feel like, and I told her this too, I'm like, I feel like people who email with us, they like to hear from you. Michelle doesn't really have a page. So we were talking, we were like, we should do a contest. We should do a contest. And let people guess a few things, okay? And whoever gets like the super closest is gonna get like a mega prize. We don't know what the prize is, okay? But we're brainstorming these ideas. So we want to be able to like convey all this information to you, but not really make it like something that has to go on Facebook, because Facebook does not like when you do like things like this, contests, whatever. And so it's just fun, number one. And I feel like it's a little bit more personal, number two. And that's why we were like, let's do it. And like, we'll do it like, and we'll send out an email to people. So her and I were talking today, and I was like, well, they could guess when the baby's going to be born. Okay. They could guess the time he's going to be born, and they could guess how much they think he's going to weigh. Those are like 3 things. And if someone was to happen to get all 3 of them, that would be pretty magical, because that is like the run of the luck, okay? And I just thought that would be so fun. And so that's where we were like, we're gonna put together this little like fun little game. It's not like, has nothing to do with crafting. It has literally nothing to do with anything other than like, number one, it's like humanizing people. It's humanizing someone. So I just thought that would be so fun. She was like, we were just talking about it. But anyways, so I'm telling you, what is up with this marker? This is not what I was expecting at all. This does not match whatsoever. I really wanted this color, and it's not this color. That would be a no-go. Anyways, I thought it would be fun. I thought it would be fun. Oh, let's name the baby. The baby already has a name. His name is going to be Sawyer. In case you didn't know that, we played Hangman. We played Hangman. And so they already picked the name. So the way that we did the gender reveal is that the name was how you found out what she was having, what they're having. So we did Hangman. And so people got to guess. And then we did it on we did a little like notebook thingy. It was kind of fun. And so people got to guess, and then that's how we got to tell everyone what the gender was. We found out through an Oreo cookie. So Avery and my mother-in-law went into our pantry. Avery got to help mix the food coloring into the cream of the Oreos. And my mother-in-law was given the like blood test or whatever, like the results. And so Avery and my mother-in-law knew, and Avery had to keep the secret. She did really good. She didn't tell anyone. She didn't even let anyone know. And so then when everyone who was able to be here was here, because Zach and Michelle could not wait any longer. We all closed our eyes, and Avery brought each one of us a cookie. And then she was like, okay, everyone's got their cookie, open your eyes. And then we all got to see that there was like blue cream in the Oreos. And that's how we all found out that we were literally all standing around this kitchen island. So it was really fun, but Avery got to feel special and be a part of that. Here's our little bunny. You can't see the pink, but I'm going to add a little bit more. But yeah, she got to be a part of that. And I thought that was really special. And she got to find out that she's having a brother. So cute. All right, so I did the little bunny ears like that. Avery will always remember that. She will. She absolutely will. You were 100% right. Okay, let's do the nose. And I just broke my nail even more. Goodness gracious. All right, let's see. Let's do the nose. Let's do the nose at pink. That little light pink. And then we'll put a lighter pink. Do you see this? What is this? What is this? This is not it. That's like a fleshy color. That is not what I was expecting at all. I'll go over this just a little bit. I definitely feel like it needs to be okay. Let's do blue eyes. Blue eyes, pink nose. There is our little bunny. So cute. So cute, so cute, so cute. All right, let's do this. Okay. We're gonna do this up a little higher. We're gonna put this heart. I wanted to change where the heart went. Let's do it like this, maybe. Trying to rearrange it in a way that I like it. Okay, I like that better. All right, let's do, I don't want to do red. I feel like red's gonna be too much. Let's do a dark pink. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do a pink heart. This is so precious. Look at how cute. Okay, I love it. All right. This is what it looks like. Sorry, it's backwards. I'm in love. All right, let's glue it together. Let's put our markers back. Stick them over there. I have some twine too. It's so cute. You love it? Me too. Well, thanks you guys for hanging out. I told you I would do like a quick little thing. Thank you, Stacy. Very much appreciate that. All right. So cute. Cindy's like, girl, that's so cute. Okay. I'm gonna take this all off of here. I'm gonna do only a little sanding. Normally, I sand the mess out of stuff. But for this, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually gonna just lightly sand. Just a little. Just because I like a smooth finish paint. Looks so good. All right, let's glue this on. Goodness gracious. So nasty. Look at how cute. So cute. All right. We got to keep our center. So let's put our let's put all of our stuff back on. And then but let's glue our nose on really quick. That is too much. Is so much. No, do you see what happens? I'm not left-handed, so I probably shouldn't have done it that way. Look at that little bunny. So cute. Okay, scoot that down. Let's glue on our blessings. So lovely. Glue on our Easter. Trying to get the letters to look like they go together. All right, let's do this one. This is gonna be so cute. Almost dropped it. Let's do our bunny head. Look, for the first time, I did not sand every single piece. And our little heart. Thank you, Pamela. Y'all are too sweet. This is just so cute. I mean, stop it. Look at that. Look how cute. So precious. All right, let's do our twine. Let's do our little hanger. First of all, this twine is kind of meh. There's like little sticks in it. All right. We're gonna go through the front and to the back. Okay, now this is where it gets kind of interesting. Because depending on which stand that you hang it on, okay, so see how if we hang it on this one, it's gonna look like this. And if we hang it on this one, it's gonna look like this. I want it to be just a smidge shorter, so I'm just gonna pull it in just a little bit. I have a lot of like extra Okay, so see how our little thing is shorter? So when you hang it on your stand, now it feels more proportionate. Let me get it to hang right. Now it feels a little bit more proportionate. That's super cute. Let me show you on the black one. I really like the black one a lot. I really like the black one. but I'm gonna go show you what it looks like on the other stuff. Let me go show you. Let's unplug and go. All right, so we're gonna take this. Let me do my little wand and flip this back around. There we go. Okay, so in my craft, like in the laundry room, I've got this. See how we've got this 5-panel door? I have to finish decorating this. But we've got this door. This is the 5-panel door. And you can hang on your 5-panel door like it's a door hanger. How cute, right? Right? How adorable. So then let me go get, y'all, my counter is an absolute disaster of a mess, but I'm going to get this boot that we made. So you can put you a little boot. You can move this over, put our little boot. Okay. Put our little boot. And then we can take, let me go get something else. Let's go see what we want to get. This is where I'll just pick random stuff. What do I want to put in there? You know, I got to put my houses up in that spot because I don't really have the height to get it up there. Let me see what's down here. I see something. I don't want to use those. So, let's see. So I've got something that's got greenery. So, let me think what I want to... This actually goes over here. The entryway got the floors mopped today. I don't really know if I want to pull anything from over here. Let me think. What do I want to pull? I just want to give you an example of like... What would I put over there? So much of my stuff got packed. I really like... I want to pull one of the bunnies, but I don't want to separate them. But the bunnies would be really cute. Let's take, I'll show you the bunnies. Because the bunnies would be really, really cute. These little doodads here. I mean, they would be cute. Ooh, whoops. They would just be cute together. I don't even need to throw this one away. Oh, we need to take the trash out too. I would probably just do one bunny. I'll probably just do one bunny. And I would incorporate her somewhere else. That can go. I'll probably put her up here. That would be cute with her up there. So we've got our flower. We've got a bunny. I need something else. I don't want to put this in here. Let's put this over here. See how I've got this other screen door? It's in here. I have so much stuff in my garage too. You know, that is one of my favorite things too that I made. It's a piece of cardboard on there. Stick that there. Let's put, so like this would be cute too. That, how this is, like this little vase is stacked on this thing here. It's kind of springy and cute. Let's go see. Probably move our bunny. Put, I want to cover up the knob. Like do it like so. And then I have another idea. Not that. Not that, not that, not that. This is probably too big, but it's kind of grassy. It's kind of fun. It's a little bit larger than I want it to be. Let's stick it further in the back. Oh, the little grasses are gonna, like, that's just really cute. How fun. These need to go in there. So we've got some cute little things. We did that one right there. There's our bunny boy and the bunny girl. I love the bunnies. The bunnies. Oh, little eggs in the grass. So you know what? I have this random egg. I have eggs in a basket. They're wood. They're not painted. And our little leprechaun is sitting up here, and we've got this basket with these eggs, and they have this like wood design on them. I don't know if you can see. They've got these little like decorative designs, and I just left them in the basket, and then I just stick the basket up here. I mean, it's okay. I don't really have any eggs. Like, there's so much stuff in storage. There's stuff in storage. But let me show you. I have the little bunnies on the tier tray. So cute. And I just pulled that plant from over there, but I'm gonna go see if I have some in a cabinet. Because I also, y'all, we've been cleaning, spring cleaning. That's not it. Not it either. I have this random plant. Oh, the speckled pitcher. The speckled pitcher. I think this came from Target. It did. The sparkle pitcher. And then this one. That's not it. I'll put this in place of the grass. I'm like stuck on my pocket. My pocket was stuck. I'm gonna put this over here on, this is our little dog zone. I'll put this back there. There we go. So at least I fill that spot. And my little cow, my plant's probably too big, but that's okay. our little cow back there. I do not know what this goes to, but I'm going to leave it. Well, I'm going to leave that. But yeah, this is what we did. Our little Easter blessings. So fun. Anyways, hope y'all had fun. I'll take a picture tomorrow. Y'all continue to keep my grandma in your prayers and your thoughts. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to stick, so I stick these, I stick them back here when I'm not using them in the back. And no one even notices. They're just back there. They're just hiding. So if you guys want to get that 5-inch round, visit the link in the description. We have a bunch of new stuff. And I would love for you to go check it out. So thanks for hanging out. Thank you for visiting, hanging out with me. And hopefully we have some good news tomorrow. And I'll be blessed. And I will see you guys next time. I'm going to go wash my hands. I'm going to go chill out. And I will see you next time.